Bread crumbing. Explain what it is, Jeremy.
All right, so breadcrumbing is a form of you give as much attention using social media, texting in a way to another person, but you have no intentions of pretty much developing a relationship, hanging out with them. You're just leaving them on a hook.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. I guess it's like a recent thing. Actually, it came up in conversation with a friend of mine, and she introduced me to the term breadcrumbing. And I was like, no, he ghosted you then. But see, it's different because with ghosting, you don't talk to that person. Breadcrumbing, when you avoid them, cancel, you don't even cancel. You just pretty much like kind of ghost them, but then you start talking back up again, like acting like nothing ever happened.
Isn't that the same as leading somebody on though?
Pretty much.
But,
Yeah.
but through text.
But this
Oh,
can be
is it
any form.
text?
It can be any form like of media,
Okay.
DMs, texting.
In today's,
Like-
day and age.
So in other words, leading them on.
Pretty
Text.
much.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like another term of saying the same thing, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Okay.
Why have you experienced this, Jeremy?
Or are you the
Or
one?
No.
yeah, are you the
Are you-
one
are you-
breadcrumbing
am I-
people?
Am I the breadcrumber?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
That's what
I
I'm
was gonna
saying.
say that.
Saying I'm
Are you
the
Hansel and
breadcrumber.
Greteling out here, bro? What is happening?
You know,
Everyone's
no,
a breadcrumber,
honestly,
bro.
Like
Really?
it was just interesting because I find that like terminology that we use, I guess when I was in school or in college or in high school, it's different now. They have different terminology now.
Wait, what was the terminology?
We said leading on.
Yeah, we said-
honestly
we said
like
leading on back
we
in the
said
day.
leading on, but I guess today with breadcrumbing, including Instagram, Facebooking, like that's sliding in somebody's DMs and getting them their attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a form of breadcrumbing.
Interesting.
What do the kids say
Yeah.
now? Boomer?
Do you think?
Okay,
Really?
boomer.
All right, boomer.
Do you think people? do you think people do that in purpose though, or maybe they're just like nice person and they just like
Dude,
to talk?
Honestly, I don't think people like know that they're doing it, or like, because if you know that you're doing it, there's something wrong with you. There's honestly something wrong with you because you're messing with like actual people in people's lives. Like, for example, like I said, my coworker, she was the one that introduced me to the term breadcrumbing. So how this came to be is that one, she goes to school full time and she works full time. So she's like busy with her schedule and she meets tons of people. She's one to like go to base camp, Coachella, EDC, all that stuff and meet people. And recently she met a dude at one of her events, right, that she went to. And the guy, he's from another state. So he's telling her like, hey, I know who's coming into town. I'm going to be in town. You should, change your schedule. We should hang out, right? So she's like making every effort during the week to like finish her projects, get her schoolwork done, get her work done. And she made it so a whole day was like pretty much like an afternoon was opened up for him, right? No response. A whole Saturday pretty much wasted. And she could have like split out all the stresses that she had during that week. And then the guy then texts her the next day and says, hey, Reno was awesome. You should have hung out. Wish I could seen you. Like played it off like nothing happened. Like how do you just like go and like make someone change their way of like how their life is set and then just kind of ghosted them, then come back thinking like it's okay. You gotta be pretty like, in word of terms, like psychotic.
Hold on. She stopped. She just met this dude,
She met this dude because she thinks he's cool.
and
like
she stopped. Like
No, she
stopped her whole life.
No, she rearranged her schedule to fit him in.
Okay.
Yeah, so she made sure she got her schoolwork done, her work done during the week because usually she likes to use the weekends to catch up on schoolwork, projects, and stuff like that. She adjusted it and worked like throughout the week to get that all done and to make sure like Saturday afternoon was open up for him to hang out because that's when he was available. But he decided, oh, there's another event. I'm going to go to that event and not say anything and pretty much, in a sense, kind of breadcrumbing her into doing it and then ghosting her. but he didn't ghost her because the next day he still texted her saying like, "Hey, Reno was awesome," like saying how great his trip was.
What did you say though? How'd she react to it?
Oh, she was pissed. She was mad. Like
I
she
mean,
was
I would be pissed too if
like,
I set a time for you and then you
Yes.
all of a sudden like change the plans.
yeah, like, and he acted according to her by the way he texted. He acted like it was nothing. Like
So she hit him up, right? Like during those
Nope.
times, she was like,
he
"Oh,
hit
where were
her
you at?"
up. No, she texted him like because he's like, "Hey, I'm coming down. I'm gonna let you know when I come in."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. From her, she was waiting for him to
Oh,
respond
so she didn't like hit him up on
Uh-huh.
that day and be like, "Hey, what
Yeah.
are we doing?"
because she left it. She left it in his plate. Like
Mm.
she left it in his hands. You know what I mean? Like she's not that. She's not that type of person where it's like I'm gonna text you every hour of the day asking where you at, where you at, where you at. You know what I mean? Like
I mean, she played it well.
she left it in his hands because he was the one that was trying to make the time open, and he said, "Yeah, I'm available Saturday." You know, so you'd think he'd respond, but he pretty much like iced her, like left her hanging.
Have you guys done this before? Personally,
Drew,
Go ahead.
Okay.
Because I mean, at the same time, like I respect that. I respect that she's hurt, and I can see where she's coming from
Mhm.
because that definitely sucks, right? Like you're really looking forward to someone to come into town and hang out with you, but life's unfair, man. Like if that doesn't happen, like move on. Like this is just some dude you met, like maybe online, maybe in person.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you got all your stuff done. That's great. Good on
I
you.
mean, at least you got your shit done.
Like at least
Yeah, I
you
know,
got your
right?
shit done. Now,
I'm
had she
typing
not
first.
got any of her shit done and just kind of stopped,
Yeah.
yeah,
then it's like, okay, like I don't feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
now I see that as being a bit immature and a little over the top.
Yeah.
But right now, too, like at the same time, I'm like, yeah, he ghosted you. This is the game, right? Let's be real. This is the game, right? People will talk to you. You will talk to people, whatnot. Like
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
either hit you up or they won't, right? Mindfulness says, yes, I will hit her up and be like, yeah, sorry I can't meet up, blah, blah, blah. But this is almost a blessing in disguise for her because it paints his true colors, right?
Mhm.
At this point, she's like, oh yeah, this guy's a douche. Like he sucks.
Yeah.
Like this isn't the guy like I want to see. And I mean, she could twist it, right? Use it, leverage that experience as something to be positive,
Yeah.
right? Where like you could say, yeah, okay, I'm glad this happened. Now I don't have to waste any more of my time. I could move on,
Yeah.
right? If she's just gonna linger over it and just kind of like beat herself up for wasting an afternoon, then now I definitely don't feel sorry for her.
No, I don't.
Like that's on her, man.
I honestly don't think that was the case. I think she just wants to vent it about it.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's totally cool.
And
yeah,
because she pretty much said like fuck him, like
as she should.
like,
as she
I'm-
should.
Yo, no cussing on this podcast. No, just kidding.
This is PG.
oh, I'm sorry,
Just
trying to keep it
hold
PG.
on.
But I swear there are PG films that have swear words in it.
PG.
But
kidding.
no,
We're trying to
like,
get monetized,
true.
bro.
no, because we listen to like a ton of different podcasts. I do, and like I was just like, what is this terminology that she's talking about? And when she brought it up to me, because she too found out about it. Her friend told her when she was venting it to her friend. She was like, "Oh, you just got breadcrumbed." Like,
Mm.
what the? What
That's
the
just
heck's
some
that
new-
supposed to mean?
Yeah,
That's
when you,
some new, like,
when you
lingo,
texted me
man.
that, I was like, I wasn't sure what it was, but I'm
No.
assuming it was kind of like leading
Leading
somebody
on.
on.
It's a dessert.
but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
It's
a
a
Thanksgiving
dessert.
dessert. You see it at your dinner table next week. So.
but no, like, yeah, she was just venting about it because she even asked me like, "Do you know what breadcrumbing is? And have you done it before?" Like, honestly, no. Like, I try to be as real as possible with people.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
you guys see me, like, I will straight up to your face tell you, like, yo, you're being stupid. Stop. Like, just watch what you gotta say, or stuff like that.
Yeah,
And-
I don't think I've ever done that before. Maybe I unintentionally led somebody on. I didn't
Mhm.
know they liked me, or
Well, that's the part that gets confusing, though. You know,
And I think
But-
we've all done it. I think
It's like-
whether it's breadcrumbing, whatever term
Yeah.
you want to
leading
assign
on,
to it,
leading somebody on.
leading someone on. Like
Yeah.
we've all talked to somebody
Because I think
with some sort of interest, and then and then eventually like we learn enough about them, and then maybe we just kind of move on or meet someone different. Like that's I think that's innate to every human being. I really do.
I don't know, but for me though, if I were to make plans with somebody, I don't try to like.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I try to message them
Well,
and let
yeah.
them know, hey, heads up, like I can't make it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah,
that's all.
that's
That's
true,
all it
that's
takes.
true.
Right.
No explanation, nothing. You can just say, hey, can't make it. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
And I ain't defending this guy at all, right? But I mean, there's two sides to a story, right? We don't know why he didn't hit her up. We don't, right? Now we're assuming shit, which is making an ass
That's
out of
true.
you and me, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So just kind of like be like, yo, it happened. Cool, move on. That's it. Like, I think we'll drive ourselves crazy if we're like, damn, like he didn't hit me up. Why didn't he hit me up? I don't know why he didn't hit me up. He's got his own shit going on.
Yeah.
He's got his own life, right? Maybe I don't know why he came here, but maybe-
he came here for not Elysium, but he came here for Kaiwachi Tahoe.
all right. I mean, you.
I think that's what it was.
I mean, there's a lot of factors
Yeah.
at play here. I mean, I think we can't
But-
make that conclusion.
But
What you can make is that, yeah, we, right, respectfully would reach out to that individual and say, hey, I can't make it.
Yeah.
But there's also a lot of people out there who just won't do the same thing.
that's
No,
true.
right.
I
They're
mean,
being
that's
I mean,
just- it tells a lot
it's-
about his character. Like
Yeah.
if he, I don't know if they actually made plans or whatever, but like some people like just don't respect people's time.
Exactly.
No.
You know?
Exactly.
But at least she played it pretty well, you know? Like she did like hit him up like, hey, what's up? Like what the fuck?
No, nah. She's
Yeah, she played it cool. Good job. If you're listening.
Yeah, good job. What's her name?
Her
Kelly?
na-
Good job, Kelly.
yeah, we'll go with that, right?
I'm playing.
Good job, Jeremy's coworker.
We won't name drop
Not,
you. We won't
not
name
trying to
drop
say
you.
names.
Good job,
but
bro.
yeah.